How you doing? What's the gossip? Let me know. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. How is everyone doing? I've just been sat editing my video that is going live this evening. So I've got all that done. It's just currently uploading as we speak. So I will be in the comments all evening, having a little look at what you've got to say. In this video, I am just going to be spending the next couple of days doing some bits and bobs around the house. I feel like that's the story of my life. That's what I'm doing. I've got so much stuff to get done in this house because the windows, the back door, or the bay window that I'm turning into patio doors is getting done in 2 weeks. So I need to get the radiator removed. Some mates coming tomorrow. So I've got some cleaning and stuff in that room to do. And I'm just going to be getting some bits done around the house. I am going to head. It is like a really hot day today. I think the temperatures are expected to go up to 30 degrees. And to say I'm dreading it is an understatement. So all my curtains and stuff upstairs are closed, like my blinds, to try and just stop heat coming in as we get ready to get into the afternoon, because yeah, it's going to be a hot one. However, this evening, me and my friend said that we would go for a little walk on the beach. So we've got a beach about 20 minutes away from here or so. So I'm going to head there later, and once it's cooled down a bit, and take a little walk down it, and that'll be a nice evening. That'll get some steps in, because like I say, I've been in admin hole of getting all this stuff done. So it'll be nice to actually get out and get some steps in later. I did, however, this morning go and get my eyes tested, and I'm sure you'll all be glad to know that things are fine. I got a scan behind my eyes, and then we did the test, because I do have some glasses now, and I think it was probably about 3, maybe 4 years ago I last had a test. I know, a little bit long, but since I've moved in here, I've just not sorted it. But I went, and he said from my last eye test and now, it's not really changed. There's a little bit of movement, but he said not enough to get new glasses and stuff, unless obviously I wanted to have a new sort of set of glasses. But I was like, well, I'm fine with what I've got just now, because I don't even wear them too much. And yeah, so that's done. I feel like I'm adminning life, and I'm getting all the little things in my existence that I need to get done, and it makes me happy. So we'll keep up with that. We'll keep going. We'll keep driving forward. Tomorrow I've got Mike coming round to do some bits. I have sent him a list of like bullet points to go, here's some jobs over the next couple of weeks that I would love it if you could fit me in somewhere to do. So he's probably going to block me after getting that text message, but I just want to start planning and getting stuff done. So I don't know whether to go out tomorrow. I'll message him this evening to see what time he's coming, because if he's not coming until later, I may take myself to like home centre, something, you know, just to get out for an hour in the morning, because I do think I'm going to be spending a lot of time at home over the next week or two. Upstairs, I want to get the guest bedroom all finished. So if you watch my video that's going live tonight, but if you've watched that one by the time you're watching this, I put the curtains and stuff up in there, but I need to still steam them, get them all positioned right. I need to just clean around the desk, and then I may start having a little look for a chair for in there, maybe on Marketplace and stuff, before I go and buy something brand new. I would ideally like to get something that is being used, because I think you can get deals, and I like to recycle where possible. Maybe even have something like these ones up there. These are the Henrik style chairs from IKEA. I get asked all the time where these chairs are from, and they're literally IKEA slipcover chairs. However, I did get them recovered by a company called Bems, and the recovers were more expensive than the chairs. However, it does just make them look incredible. And the fact is that if I wanted to, you know, change the colour up a little bit, I can just get new slip covers made, and I really love the idea of that. So like my sofa, if you know, I changed it from white to brown and just got some new covers made for it, and I love the fact that it's a slip cover sofa, because I can just do that, and it feels like I've then got a new sofa. And that is probably the longest sofa. No, in fact, I know it's the longest sofa I've ever had. I had that in my house, so I must have had that. So I lived in that house for 5 years. I think I got it probably about a year before I moved out. I've lived in here for 2.5 years, and I lived in Manchester for 2.5 years. So I think the best part of 5-6 years I've had that sofa, and I'm not even at a point of thinking about getting rid of it. I love it. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on a lot here, but yeah, long story short, I'm thinking about getting a chair similar to this, but I know IKEA, they don't do the Henrik style ones anymore, which is this, but they do one very similar. So if worst comes to worst and I can't find any, because obviously I just need one, and the chances of someone selling one like dining chair is very slim. So I'll maybe see if there's something. If I can't, then maybe I'll just go and buy one of those from IKEA, but we'll have a look around. I'm not going to rush into it, but I will look. But anyway, I'm not going to rabbit on too much. much. I'm excited to go to the beach. I'm excited to spend a couple of days with you. Let's just have a fab little time. I have just answered the door. And can someone explain to me what this heat is all about? I'm not even exaggerating. I just opened my front door to take in this parcel. And I genuinely feel like it was like opening the oven door. It is so hot. I just got myself a little something from END clothing, and it was just something small, but I went on it was the other day, and I was looking for, what was I looking for? Oh, I don't know if anybody's seen the collaboration with Oasis and Adidas, and they've got some stunning like cream trainers, and I do think they're very nice. So I was on there having a look to see how you can put your name in for the draw, and then I seen this and I was like, this is going to be perfect for autumn. So it's not necessarily anything for now, particularly with this weather, because I am telling you, it is frying. It is so hot, and I got myself another hat because not like I've got enough. But this one is very different, to be honest. And I thought the price was pretty good. So I was like, get it in my basket. Feels so cozy. But look, it's this, similar to the hats I wear, but it's like a bit of a boucle fabric. And I just thought, imagine autumn when you're starting to get cozy. And then obviously you can see the colours. And to be fair, it feels like an even nicer colour in person. I was expecting it to be a little bit lighter. I prefer the fact it's more of a darker neutral. And I'm here for it. I'm going to wreck my hair. I'll get it all sitting nice, but imagine that in autumn with a little coffee and just feeling amazing. So yeah, maybe I need to get a lint roll and run it over, because that's going to have a lot of fabric coming off. But look, can you see the little LAs in brown? And then it's got the little details on the side. I was just like, you're different to what I've got, so I want you. I don't know how I'm going to handle going to the beach this evening. I'm not going to lie about it. I am staying hydrated though. I was literally like, I just need hydrated. But like I say, I didn't realise how hot it was. It's warm in here, but when I opened that front door, bless him, and the little delivery man just looked dishevelled. And I felt like he ran off that quick. I didn't even have a chance to like offer him a drink or nothing. It was just like, because I was like, it's really, really warm. So anyway, I'm going to go chill for an hour. Got some work. I've been emptying that back room. That's probably why you'll see that I look very dishevelled. But I've emptied loads of it. I've just put the desk. I really like the desk as well, but I've just got nowhere for it. So I've put it on Marketplace, and I'm actually going to give it away for free because I just want someone to come and get it. And I'm not even exaggerating. I put it on 2 minutes ago and I've already got 2 messages. So I'm sure, hopefully someone will be able to come and collect it. I probably should sell it, but hopefully it will just go to a good home for someone in need. But yeah, I'm going to go and start replying to some of these messages. Hopefully someone will come and collect it either before I go to the beach or after. If not, tomorrow will be fine. But Mike's coming to take the radiator out, so I was like cleaning all behind there and getting all that sorted so that that's ready for him doing that. It has been a mission. I've not really shown you in there. I may show you if I can get rid of the desk. It'll free up a bit of space, and hopefully you'll get a bit of a vision for what that room's going to be, and I can talk you through it. So we may do that, but it's only if the desk goes, because if not, it's going to feel like it's too much. But anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to go and chill, and then I'm heading to the beach, hopefully, if it's not too. Please forgive my hair. I'm going to get it cut tomorrow. I know it doesn't even fully need it, but I'm out tomorrow, so I'm going to do it. However, I got rid of the desk. Yes! Someone came and picked it up, so that makes me extremely happy because I've been in there today. I'll show you a little bit about what's been going on. I'm going to show you the space as well. Bear in mind that it's not pretty. This isn't going to be aesthetically pleasing, but I would love to just talk to you. Also, I'm watching Towie. I would also love to talk to you about the plans and what I'm going to be doing there. So I'm just going to show you the room on a tripod, then I'll take you off, but there is still lots of rubbish in here. But if anybody remembers, all the ladders and everything were here. I've cleared all that today, and I've done a bit in here. So I'll turn you around, I'll show you, and then I'll go over and sort of talk you through it. P.S. the lighting is awful, forgive me. It's a renovation. We're just trying to be cute in the middle of a renovation and it's not working. But let me show you anyway. This area of the hallway, so I've got the stairs here, and then this is going to have a glass door on it, and this will then become the kitchen. Even though it looks crazy in there now, I have cleared tons. And then I've got my basement here, so that'll have a new nice door on, the same as the living room ones. And then as I mentioned, this one will be glass. And then this is as you'll be walking in to what will be the kitchen. And the idea is I'm going to have like maybe the fridge freezer in the corner there, and then I'm going to have lower units, and then a range cooker in the middle, and then a big hood. I'll pop a picture on the screen here of the vibe that I'm going for. I found some inspiration on Pinterest, and I think that'll be perfect in here. Just the reasons why I think I'm going to go for that type of vibe with the big hood and then empty, probably more at the side, is that this isn't a huge room and I don't want it to feel crowded. So is the least amount of cabinets up top, I think, is going to be better for this space. P.S. please ignore this wallpaper. I had nothing to do with this. I don't take responsibility for it. And yes, the glitter, I 100% am not taking any responsibility for that. And this feature wall, also nothing to do with me. But the coving will be ripped down. I'm going to be replacing it with a big plaster coving. Now, I don't know whether to go for something like my hallway, like quite detailed, or something quite simple. But either way, it's going to be big and it's going to make a massive statement as well. This is a chimney breast. So this will be coming down, but the wall will still be up there, but it's going to give me maybe about 40 or 50 centimeters of space. So that will be happening. And then this here will become the utility room. So I'll probably put a glass door on there, and then it'll be a utility room, and through there will be a downstairs toilet. But this space here, so I'll have the cabinets running down this end, and then that'll be like 50 centimeters further back, and then I'll have cabinets running down that side as well. And I'll probably have the cooker here and maybe the sink over here. This is the area that I've been talking to you about that I've just been doing. So this is where the desk was sat, and it had a radiator on there, the full length of this. That's all been removed today. They're coming back tomorrow to sort the pipes and stuff out. And that's why this is all a mess. They had just took all that stuff off before. This is where the doors will be. So there'll be about, I think, there'll be about 35 centimeters either side left of the wall, and then the doors will be down. Then there'll be a window here, and there'll be a window here, and then the doors. But this is also going to be made much higher. This is all decorative. Again, I'm taking zero responsibility for it. And the nets, I'm also taking zero responsibility. So you get the picture. Everything in here is nothing to do with me. However, we're going to make it incredible. So these doors will be big. And then the part that I need to decide is, do I try and put some, because bear in mind, like I can come right back to here. The units will probably be a little bit further back than the door. Do I put a small island? Do I just have maybe a little round table, maybe with like 2 chairs? I feel like I want it to feel a bit social in here. So if I'm cooking my friends' meals, they can come across and they can chill out. Obviously, all this stuff is going to be gone. This is all just here, probably more out of convenience, but I put some tools in here. I've got some Christmas decorations. That all needs to go down into the basement. This here, believe it or not, was stacked high full of just stuff. So I've got rid of lots of it. These doors, this door, and then them 2 doors will be going into the tip. I don't know if you're getting a feel for the scale of this room, but it is actually a really, really good size. So I thought I would come off, put you on a tripod and just show you. So obviously the ceilings are quite high. They're not quite as high as the living room, the dining room, and the hallway. I think these are 9.5 foot, something like that. And yeah, it'll have the big coving, it'll have the big range here. It'll then have obviously the hood and it'll then have the extractor fan and make it look all nice. And then there'll be units running down this side. And then I need to decide whether I put a small island or whether I just leave that, because I don't want it to look half-hearted, but equally, if I was to do maybe like a waterfall edge with some stools where the patio doors, obviously you'll have enough space to go outside. That's what I'm thinking. The type of kitchen that I'm going to go for is probably more of an inbuilt one. So, you know, an in-frame kitchen, shaker style, very traditional. You know that's my type of vibe, but you know it's going to be incredible. It is going to look so good in here. These doors will be getting changed out. I'm going to be doing that really soon. I know I've mentioned a couple of times about that, but all this, I'm getting a skip, because the chimney breast is coming down. So I'm going to have a skip out the front for a couple of days, and I'll just get rid of all like these doors and stuff. But I have done lots of tip runs and got rid of lots of stuff, and honestly, it is starting to feel like it's clean. I spoke to Mike today about the plumbing, the electrics, all those good things, and he seems to think it won't be as big a job, because obviously now this room back here is my current kitchen, which will be the downstairs toilet and utility room. So you'll come in, you'll walk through here to then go to the utility room and downstairs toilet, and then this be a big open gorgeous kitchen. I mean, it's not massive, but I think it's bigger than it's coming across on the camera. That's why I wanted to stand back a bit and just show you the vibes that we were going for and what we were getting. And then obviously I'll have all the cabinets at the bottom, much more than I've got in this kitchen. And this kitchen, to be fair, is big enough for me, but I also want to make it, because this is quite a large house, I want to make it so this is a house that could have a family in it. So I just want to make sure that the kitchen's got enough storage if I was ever to sell. P.S. I don't plan on it. But if I ever was to, I would just want it to attract a nice family or someone who is going to be able to get use of the storage and all that sort of stuff. But equally, I am designing it for me and what is going to work well for me. But I will keep that in the back of my head, because, yeah. But like I say, this decor, I'm not taking responsibility for none of it. But I also wanted to show you, and if you don't like seeing the ugly bit and you would rather just see maybe once the renovation started, that's cool too. But because I am in sort of design phase, and if anybody's living in a renovation, because lots of people will see, because really I show the nicer parts of my house that have been done. I also have a lot of parts that have not been done. So I also wanted to show you, because I don't want you thinking that when you're living in a renovation, everything always feels rosy. It certainly doesn't. Sometimes it's chaos, but it is worth it, because I can look back on this video maybe in 6 months' time, maybe 12 months' time, and go, look how far this room's come, and you besties will be in there. So if you've got any design tips or any inspiration or anything that you think I should be thinking about as part of the kitchen, please let me know, because I'm going to need all the help that I can get. But I am loving it, and I can't wait for those windows to be done. And then as I'm getting the windows done, they're also changing all this out. So I'm just going for a plain glass door. I have asked them to put a blind in it as well, just for a bit of privacy for throughout the utility room. But yeah, you can see this kitchen is not massive. You know, it's not tiny, but I mean, it's a small kitchen in comparison to what most people would want these days. So I'll probably have a wall built about here. And then this will just be a little downstairs toilet. There'll be a door. I'll have the toilet at this side, and then I'll have maybe a little sink at this side as well. And then this part here with the door closed will just be the utility room, a washer, dryer, some space for maybe hanging washing and drying washing and all that good stuff. But it will slowly get there. I need to just keep telling myself that, because I've been in this situation quite a few times. And it is worth it. It is definitely worth it. It's just sometimes when I start going back into the room and pulling it apart. So I had this door raised. So when I bought the house, for some reason, this door here was much lower than that door. And I just found that really strange. Like this one probably come to about there. So I had to get this lint thing, I think that's what it's called, but something to stop the bricks and stuff. But I'm sure the door was like there. And then that one was higher. I didn't like that vibe, so I changed it. And then I was going to go for all these doors down here, but I've changed my mind and I'm going to go for glass. Now, I was toying with blocking this door here up and just having it where you come through the dining room to the kitchen. I think I like the idea of being able to access it from the hallway as well. So again, you know, just coming in with shopping and stuff, I can just walk straight down the hallway and put my shopping in rather than having to walk through the living room stroke dining room. So I think I'm going to keep it, but you could let me know if you've got one or what you would do, whether you would block one off. I could block this one off, but I like the idea of being able to take food and serve on the dining table if I'm having like dinner parties and all that sort of stuff. This fridge obviously won't be here. This is here because the one in the kitchen's broke at the minute. So that'll be gone. And then I may put some nice paneling and artwork and all the good stuff on this back wall here to make a bit of a feature. And then this is the doors in the dining room, and then this will then have doors out to the same area. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's chaos right now. I hope you can get some vision and you're understanding exactly what I mean, because I may not be explaining it really well. But this part here as well, so these are going to be changed to this style of door, but it's going to be glass all the way up. So this one and this one. Then I'm going to have this door here on this, so on the basement door. And this is architrave that I need to move because I don't need that one. I've actually got everything that I needed. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You'll have to let me know your thoughts. P.S. I'm sorry that it looks ugly at the minute. I am. But, like I say, people may not want to watch that and may not want to see when things are looking ugly, and you may only want to see it when it's all done. I totally understand that. But I think there is some people that like to see the idea, like, you know, like get into your head when you're planning the renovation. If you're in the process of buying a house, maybe seeing somebody who's starting to think of what that renovation part is going to look like. But I want the kitchen to feel like it flows. So the way that my room's styled and decorated and all the interiors, I want to make sure that as you walk from this dining room or the hallway into the kitchen, I want it to feel like one house and have an amazing flow. So you can tell the vibes that we're going to be going for, it is going to be very similar. So there'll be a huge journey to get me to there, but I'm actually really, really excited for it. I feel like because I'm starting to do the work, I've started to clear it out now, and you know, even just getting that hallway clear, so difficult. I took all the, like I had all like, you know, like little bits of paints and stuff left. I went to the tip and the tip here was like, yeah, we don't take paint. You can go to this one. So then I had to go to that one. But even just getting all those little jobs done, getting rid of that desk, getting the radiator taken off, like all those sort of things to me are just making it feel like I'm getting one step closer to my home being finished, and then we start all over again. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm getting into Essex. I don't know where this come from, but I've not watched it for years, like so long. And I think I seen a clip on some short form content, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to put it back on. And don't get me wrong, I've not sat just watching it from start to finish, but I have had it on in the background and I've been enjoying it. So I think I'm going to continue. I think there's like 36 seasons. I feel like I remember when Towie just started, and to be on 36 seasons is incredible. But yeah, that's probably my guilty pleasure TV of just sitting and living my best life watching it. But I'm going to stop rabbiting on. I will pick the camera up in a little bit, or maybe in the morning. Is it 6:15 on a Saturday night and I am having a nice coffee? Yes. Am I going to be awake until ridiculous o'clock? Probably yes. Is that going to stop me drinking this? Absolutely not. So good. Besties, I went out last night. And to say I'm going through it, I'm having a terrible time. Oh, I'm never drinking again. To be fair, I don't drink very often, but yeah, we went to Manchester and we hit K2 karaoke. You can hear my voice. Clearly I was singing a lot of songs. I was singing Grease, I was singing Tina Turner, I was just in it. And I had the best time. We all had such a laugh. So we had gone to Free Island there, spent a couple hours there, had some food, some drinks, and then headed up. Went into a couple of bars and then headed to K2 karaoke, which was absolutely just fabulous. But yes, today I'm feeling a tad delicate. Look how good my eyebrows are looking now. So I've just had a little delivery. It's not home related, but I just thought I would show you a couple of little bits because I've got these glasses here in black. I've got some Tom Ford glasses that are really precious to me. I got them for birthday and I adore them. I think they're incredible. However, I don't like to wear them, you know, like if I was going out like yesterday, or, you know, where you're just going somewhere where you're probably maybe a little bit more careless, and I protect them with everything. So I don't ever want to take expensive sunglasses because I'll either lose them or break them. So I don't do that. However, I've got these in black and I love how they sit on my face. Like, I do genuinely think they're such a nice shape and stuff. And then I thought maybe just get a pair, you know, is it like, I don't know if it's classed as like tortoise shell or whatever that browny black vibe is going on. And these were literally £7 on ASOS. And I think I actually got it less because I think, was it £7 and then they had 20% off. So, and the black ones, even my friend that I was out with yesterday was like, where did you get these glasses? And she put them on, she's like, I need these. And yeah, that was the black ones. And these ones here, like I say, a couple of quid. If anything goes wrong with them, I don't feel like I'm going to, like yesterday I was out, I was drinking, I had it on, I'll put a picture of me singing some karaoke here with my sunglasses on. I don't want to talk about it. But these, yeah, I just think really cheap and cheerful, makes me happy. Got a brown t-shirt ready for autumn and it's just got the collusion sign on the back and I just love the texture of this one. So I picked that up and I picked up quite 3 pairs of these. So you'll know if you watch my videos, you'll see that I wear baggy pants quite a bit. I just love them. It's such a vibe and these were a vibe. And I love it when you get pants with a drawstring at the bottom as well because it makes them sit nice on your leg. So I got them in black. Then like that green, that would be nice with like a cream hoodie or something in autumn. And then I actually got some lighter ones as well. And I would probably have that maybe with like navy or something. But they were all on sale as well. So I was like, I needed to treat myself. So that was yesterday or the day before. Also, I don't know if you will have seen, but Adidas have done a collaboration with Oasis. And like, I'm not the biggest Oasis fan, as a thing. I mean, I know some of their songs and I know everyone's going crazy for the concert. Supposedly it's an amazing experience. So if you've gone, I hope you had an amazing time. But they've done a collaboration and I adored the trainers. Like, the collaboration was on fire. They've pulled out a really, really good trainer there. And so I entered, you have to enter for the launch to potentially get them because they're pretty much, they just sell out, don't they? So, and I got it. I had asked a couple of people to enter for me and I entered myself and I was willing to take the hit even if I had to get a couple of pairs and then I could have just sold them on it the same value that I paid for them. And I got them and no one else that entered, you know, for me got them. So I was just glad that I did. When I came back from my night out last night, I was in the Uber on the way home and I was like, I got my trainers! So they've been dispatched now, so they should be here in the next day or two. So I'll be able to show you them. It is Saturday evening now, so I'm going to sit and edit this video because it's due to go up in the morning. So I just want to make sure that that's all pulled together for you. And I'm just going to sit and put while I'm doing it, I'll probably have like Towie or something on because, you know, I've been getting back into that. But then I think I'm going to find a good box set to watch tonight and tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm just going to be at home all day. I feel like I've been too social. If you're a homebody like me and you have a night out or you spend a lot of time with a lot of people, getting back to your own zone, your own space to recharge your batteries is essential. And that's the space that I'm in now. I just need to sit and be chill. And I probably need to be away from my phone for a bit as well. So I think maybe even tomorrow, the video will go live and then I'll go on and reply to some comments and all that stuff, because I do really enjoy that. But then maybe tomorrow afternoon into the evening, I want to be on my phone limited amount of time, because especially like a day-to-day, you know, when you're not doing a lot and you're just sat like this. That's what I've done most of the day. And this was actually my first coffee of the day. And I needed it. I was like, just give me coffee. I'm looking at my hearth and it is dusty. That needs another good clean. So I'm going to do that because that will really bug me. I am going to finish this video here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being a bestie, and I will catch you in my next video.